Next on the news, a mom teams up with her parish to create a basketball program for adults with autism. Also ahead,
a St. Francis College grad is on her way to becoming a doctor. She says it's a dream that first started here at an adult rehabilitation center in Sheepshead Bay. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have that story coming up on Currents News.
Oklahoma gives the green light to teach the Bible in public schools. Plus, school's out for summer, and while most students are having fun in the sun, one is keeping her skills on the ice razor sharp. I'm Jessica Easthope. Currents News starts right now. When Mary Beth Walsh's adult son with autism was aging out of his day programs, she felt it was time to fill Ben's days with something else he loved, like basketball. But Ben was being shut out by a lack of options until Mary Beth called on her Maplewood, New Jersey church for the assist. Now Ben is thriving and scoring big alongside his peers. It doesn't take much to see Ben Hack's talent. Just pass him the basketball and watch him shine. But not many people are willing to give you a shot when you're 25 with autism.
The adults with autism community is sort of underfunded, underserviced, and always understaffed.
When Ben aged out of his day programs, his mom, Mary Beth, was told he wasn't fit for group sports. His diagnosis left her without options. That was until Mary Beth teamed up with her parish,
Going through the cones?
St. Joseph's Church in Maplewood, and CYO coach Jerry O'Connor.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what levels of autism we were going to encounter, and we have all different levels. And it's been an eye-opening experience for me.
With a few phone calls, Mary Beth was no longer on the sidelines, and the St. Joseph's Adults with Special Disabilities, or ASD, clinic was born.
It's not a heavy lift, and it can make a real impact on the lives of young adults who are really often overlooked.
For an hour every Tuesday during the fall and spring semesters, this gym is theirs. It's a frenzy of inclusion.
I think it's time for people to treat these young men and women just like everybody else.
St. Joseph's pastor, Father Jim Worth, wonders why the program's model hasn't been picked up.
Ben, that's amazing.
By parishes and schools all over the country.
It made perfect sense. Young adults wouldn't have this. And you would think now, this has been going on for a couple years, no one is mimicking it.
The players who can join for free are coached by Jerry and a team of high school athletes. If these players were accepted everywhere like they are at St. Joe's, Mary Beth says maybe more people would see what they can add to a team and to the number on the scoreboard.
It's the promise that the church makes to everybody who's baptized is that you belong, and you belong forever with us. And we are living out that baptismal promise, really.
Ben has been such a great teacher for me and the parish. And my prayer is that this becomes a norm.
This program has changed Ben's life, and all it took was putting a ball in his hand.
What time is basketball?
Okay.
What day?
Tuesday.
Right. We'll never miss it.
Maybe that is the point.
Hands in. We'll say team. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Team. All right, cake and ice cream.
The program is free and welcomes young adults with autism from anywhere. It starts back up again on September 3rd and will run for 8 weeks on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. at St. Joseph's Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. For more information or to register, you can contact Coach Jerry O'Connor at 201-341-4289. The state of Oklahoma plans to teach the Bible in public schools. The superintendent there ordered the Bible to be incorporated into teacher instruction in grades 5 through 12. Oklahoma's move follows a law passed in Louisiana that requires all public classrooms to display the 10 Commandments. Critics call the move a violation of the Constitution. The 2024 graduates of St. Francis College are on their way into the real world to start their jobs and tackle their goals. For the co-valedictorian Zenovia Gonzalez, her career path was carved out early after volunteering at a Brooklyn Adult Rehabilitation Center. Currents News' Katie Vasquez has her story from Sheepshead Bay.
It is my honor to introduce our undergraduate valedictorian, Zenovia Gonzalez.
After 4 years at St. Francis College, Zenovia Gonzalez has a lot to be proud of. She graduated co-valedictorian of the class of 2024 and is a member of several honor societies, including the Duns Scotus.
So that is the highest honor at St. Francis College. About like 15 students per year get into it.
The 21-year-old is heading to medical school on her way to becoming a doctor after interning in multiple emergency rooms.
You feel like you're on fire when you step in because you have to find a diagnosis right away.
But she says her dream to help others didn't start in a hospital.
Hi, how are you today?
It began here at the Chateau at Brooklyn Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, where she learned to see beyond a chart.
I don't know what their diagnosis is, but I think that's the beauty because you don't treat patients as if they were a diagnosis.
Hi, Mrs. Koenig. Would you like a magazine today?
She first started volunteering here at 14 years old. Her main job, to help patients feel less lonely.
They need someone to talk to, and they need that support system that they might not have their family there all the time. What activities are you going to
We
today?
have walk therapy today.
It's a medicine resident Maria Page says is like no other.
She was a wonderful volunteer, and wherever she's doing now, she's a credit to them, you know. And they're all wonderful. I have no, they're family. This is my family.
I love her so much.
Diane Rybo, the director of Recreation and Volunteer Services, could see Zenovia was different from past volunteers.
She was just a go-getter, very creative, very compassionate, really cared about the elderly, and that's rare. She just really loved all the patients and adapted so easy where departments were fighting over her.
Zenovia feels her time here will make her a better doctor.
It's in those stages where patients are vulnerable, like it's their last stages of life. They want someone to talk to. And I think that really kind of molded my experience to want to keep going and doing medicine and hoping that I could be there for someone's last stages of life.
And as she prepares for her next stage of life, medical school at SUNY Downstate, she knows she got an even higher education in Brooklyn. In Sheepshead Bay, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
If you would like to volunteer at the center as well, you can call the Chateau at Brooklyn Rehabilitation and Nursing Center at 718-535-5100. Catholic Charities Brooklyn and Queens just got a big donation. CCBQ received $50,000 from the parish community at the Basilica of Regina Pacis in Dyker Heights. Father Sebastian Tarcisio Andro, the pastor of the Basilica, described the donation as a powerful example of the church working together in love and charity. Monsignor Alfred Lapinto, CCBQ's CEO, expressed his gratitude, saying the donation will help provide vital food assistance to our neighbors who need it most. Fiona Capitullo is known to be pretty shy in class at St. Mel's Catholic Academy in Flushing, but this summer she's going to be showing her true colors, blue and orange. That's Fiona out there on the ice. She's a goalie for the New York Islanders girls elite hockey team. Fiona's fierce defensive plays have earned her team some pretty big wins, but she says the biggest win of all is getting to play the sport she loves.
I feel pressure when there's like a tie game. My faith inspires me to never give up.
With a kid like Fiona who, you know, is very talented, very smart, very sweet, they need to feel empowered. It just takes them to this next level.
Fiona has been skating since she was 2, but as for a future in hockey, she's taking it save by save. A parish in Brooklyn had a reason to celebrate Thursday night. Worshippers at the Basilica of Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Sunset Park celebrated their namesake's feast day. Brooklyn's Bishop Robert Brennan joined the congregation honoring our mother, who's known for her intercession in miracles. And before we go, Currents News is taking a break the week of 4th of July. But don't worry, there's still lots of great programming. Just some of the highlights. We'll bring you along on the Eucharistic Revival and introduce you to the Diocese of Brooklyn's newest priests, plus a travel show. We'll be back on Monday, July 8th. That is this Currents News update. I'm Jessica Easthope. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.